You're welcome back. Time for entertainment, and Miss G is in the house. Obviously, there's a lot more that we'll be discussing about Ebony.
That's true, and we have an official statement now from Roughtown and Midas Touch. That's the record labels and which Ebony was working with, and they've released an official statement now about her demise. So it's on the screens. Let's see it now, and that's a statement from them. It says that Roughtown Records Midas Touch International sadly wishes to announce with grief the death of Priscilla Opoku-Kwati, professionally known as Ebony Rains. The sad demise happened on the 9th of February as a result of a road accident. At this time of mourning, we will be grateful if the media and society as a whole will show respect to the family and desist from sharing the gory images all over their platform and social media as well. Further information will be communicated soon, and Ricky Nana Ajima, into brackets Bullets, was the one who signed that statement. So that's a statement from Midas Touch and Roughtown.
Indeed, I mean, there have been several calls on, the general public not to share or circulate the gory pictures that we saw earlier, the accident pictures, because they're really gory, and you can imagine what the family is going through. So please, it's a humble appeal to all of you not to share those pictures. Rather share the pictures of her smiling, peaceful. I mean, rather than sharing those gory pictures.
Now, when Ebony started music, many of us just saw her music videos on television. Well, the first time she had an interaction with us, we had to speak to her about how she broke through, because all of a sudden we just heard of someone called Ebony and she was all over the place. But here's the journey of Ebony.
Me, myself, I don't even know what happened. It just happened. I always wanted to be a singer, but I wasn't ready. But God being so good, the moment I was ready to do music, that was when I met my boss, Bullet of Rough and Smooth. That's when I met him. And the first song we recorded was Dance Floor. That was my first single. So I met him in early 2015, and December 2015, we released Dance Floor. So it was like, it just happened. Up to now, yesterday I was even telling him, I'm like, hey boss, and yet just and right here you release the Dance Floor. You get it, like everything just happened so fast. Even me myself, I don't even understand.
We're not messing around the dance floor, dance floor. My girls, they wanna get low. Let on the dance floor, baby. Boys, they wanna spend low. Let on the dance floor. My girls, they wanna get low. Let on the dance floor, baby. Boys, they wanna spend low, yeah. Big boys, they wanna spend low.
All right, so this was the first song she released, Dance Floor, and then we had Coupe, then had Poison, Sponsor, which Date Your Father, which a lot of people talked about,
I mean, it was just hit after hit after hit after hit, and that doesn't usually, that's rare,
That's true. That's very, very true. So, she had, a lot of people said she had very controversial songs. Now, she had Poison, which had this spark in there, generator thing, and then she also had Mamishe. So we talked to her about these two songs because they became very topical. People were talking about whether the words were sane enough to be played on radio and on television. So here's an explanation for those two great songs.
The context, if you listen to the song, it's the context and the content of the song that's going to let you know which one exactly I'm talking about. This for Hustle, for instance, it's a market song, it's a selling song, it's whatever song. Intimikase mundi mija. It's not, even if it meant something else, you know what I'm trying to talk about, because I'm talking about hustle.
Why don't you decide to play safe?
No, I'm playing safe. It's music. Music is art. Do you get it? It's not because of an ambiguous word or phrase that I'm not going to make the music God has put in me to make.
When I spark the generator.
Bibi Rebel, or they call it Poison. It sounds like a Daddy Lumba's Poison track from back in the day. And in this dispensation, when people are worried about copyright and all that, I'm like, Ebony, Daddy Lumba is coming for you.
I love Daddy Lumba. Anybody, even my phone, if I should show you my phone right now, my playlist is full of Daddy Lumba. I look up to him a lot.
Toto generator was not necessarily the generator spark gives us, but there's more to it.
Baby girl, when there's lights out and you turn on your generator, what sound does it make?
I don't know.
It's to before the room comes. So I'm just saying, when I spark, to generator.
Okay, so fast forward to yesterday, we all had hopes that she will file nominations for the Ghana Music Awards.
Right.
Some of us, including myself, very sure and confident that she was going to be the artiste of the year.
Right.
So was her father. So when Maxwell Agogwa visited her home, they had a conversation about the music awards as well.
She had already had it. The hits, her latest songs could have made her the best. So I wasn't doubting the fact that she was going to win the best. And this is the case anyway. So I believe strongly that she was going to win the best. The award, the supreme award, so to speak. So that is it, if you ask me. I knew she was going to win. Because a real queen, an asset, a real Ghanaian, stood for Ghana, a queen. Well, I'm not going to beat my chest in pride and say she was the queen if we are to say by the fact that dance hall is concerned. But you and I know that Ebony was really a queen.
So that's Nana Opoku Kwatin, the father of the late Ebony. And so we reached out to the organizers of the Ghana Music Awards, right, Charterhouse, and the PRO, George Quay, tells us that, you know, yes, if she files for nomination, he believes that her fans will do the honorable thing. And if she deserves any award, definitely she will get the award. So yes, she's gone, but if she files, or if her people, that's Rough Town and Midas, that she gets a file nomination, definitely if Ebony deserves an award, including the Artist of the Year award, she will be given the award. The sad thing is that she won't be there to have the awards herself. She won't be there to see how much hard work she's put in her music.
But Ms. G, would you stick your neck out and tell me who you think would win the Artist of the Year?
Ebony.
What's your prediction?
Ebony.
You think?
Even before now, I believed that she was going to win. I think that Ebony has worked so hard.
Who do you think was her greatest competitor?
I think Shatta Wale was.
Okay.
And he still is, now that we know that he has become eligible to win an award. Now he's joined Xylophone. Until now, we knew that there was no way Shatta Wale was going to be in there. But today at the launch, we were told that Shatta can foul, and once he's fouled, and he's fouled actually. So yes, definitely, if he deserved an award, he will be given. So that was her biggest competition. And if for nothing at all, if she doesn't win the Artist of the Year, the female Artist of the Year would definitely go to her. If there's going to be, you know, one side set aside for a female, it will go to her. But Ebony has worked really, really hard. It's very, very sad that she's not here today, you know, to see, you know, all the things that people have had to say about her. I've seen Sonny Badu was criticized, you know, for speaking about Ebony, you know, for showing her some love. Now he says it's over. You know, all the people that criticize him. I saw her with Lawrence Tate a few days before her demise. It tells that, you know, she's had some great people around her. We've been hearing stories about how people saw the death coming, including music producer Kewa, who has said he had called to caution her and even told her to find some men of God to get close to. So we are believing is the reason she went to Lawrence Tate, is the reason she reached out to Sonny Badu and all that. We just pray that she is in a better place. But my colleague Maxwell Amofia is in the home of her father, and I'm sure that he has some more to report from there. Okay, but I'm told that we need to go on Twitter to read some of the messages there. So this is from Giovanni Caleb. I can't believe you're gone. Rest in peace, Ebony. And you made a statement with your rather short career. We will miss you. And that's from Giovanni Caleb. A lot of people have poured in, you know, their condolence or tributes on social media. And I saw a video of DKB crying this morning. So this is a, oh yes, I saw death, but you didn't do anything to help her overcome it. Instead, you want to use it for attention. So he's talking about all the men of God who've come to say.
There's a video that's gone viral of a pastor who says, you know, who predicted her death, and the people are critical of.
I think not just one pastor. A lot of them have come out to say that, you know,
if you
they
saw
saw
this
it,
coming,
they saw it,
why
they saw
didn't you
it, they
pray
saw it. A lot
to
of them,
avert it?
yes, have come to say that. So let's see what Kojuki is also saying about her. He says, her smile, her energy. Why are we here? Why are we doing this life thing if we don't even get to enjoy the fruits of our labor? Kuse, Priscilla, kuse. So a lot of the stars, you know, from Caucasus, Sarkodie. So let's see Sarkodie's tweet. It's too much for the heart to take. Live forever. And for a lot of people, they can't even find the words, you know.
I think people are still in shock.
I'm still living in
to,
denial.
you know,
I'm just waiting to see that, you know, she walks through. Like, I cannot believe that Ebony is no more.
It's always like that when a young person dies, when the life is just snatched
She was
out.
so full of life, you know.
Exactly.
You should have a personal encounter with her. There's somebody who will tease you when you're questioning her, you know. So let's see who else we have on there before we go. Let's see. Oh, M.I. Abaga. So this is a Nigerian rapper, M.I. Abaga. It says, rest in peace to Ebony Reigns. And I'm sure M.I. maybe met her or have heard of her or love her music, maybe in a way or the other.
I'm sure her fame spread across the
Yes,
West
I saw the
African
BBC
continent.
carry a story and had the
Exactly.
correspondent here with one of the Ghanaian entertainment pundits. So it tells how much of an influence she had on a lot of people.
Exactly.
Anyway, so that'll be it for entertainment. I'm sure you cross over to Maxwell later in the bulletin.
Shortly, we'll be crossing over to Maxwell, to the family house, to find out exactly what's going on now. I'm sure that condolences will keep pouring in. But you're still watching Joy News Prime.